We're going to play around with the new pattern tool, and we're also going to make a little pattern, simple pattern brush, and try putting a pattern within a pattern. Okay, so first I'm going to go close up and take off the fill and take my pen tool, and I'm going to try to create a simple little, like a comma shape. Okay, then you would take your smooth tool and kind of shape it. You could also use your white arrow tool to help you, but your smooth tool should do it. Okay, so kind of get the shape you want. If you want to reshape some of the curves, you could do that with your white arrow tool. Here, can move it. You can use the little handles, see, to shape some of the curves with these. And then you can just use your smooth tool again and smooth it out. Okay, so there's your little comma shape. So now you can take your comma shape and you can put a color in it. Okay, but maybe you want to make it a little more interesting on the edges. So to make it a little more interesting on the edges, we'll take a ellipse tool. We'll click it and we'll do it maybe a 0.125, which is 1/8 of an inch. Tab to go to the next field. 0.125, and there's a circle. Okay, so we have a circle, and right away we'll do Control C, Control F. We'll make a second one and move it away. Okay, so let's go to that second one and go in close. You can take the color out of the center. We'll just put a color in it. We'll just have a color in it, but no stroke. Okay, and we'll take our scissors, which is here by the eraser, and we'll cut it right on those side points and hit the delete. Okay, so when you have a color in it, don't have a black in it, just drag and drop it in the pattern brush. Okay, make a pattern brush, a new brush, and you can name it if you want, and where it says colorization, hit hue shift and OK. Alright, you actually can do the same here. You can get rid of the edge, and you can drop this in, pattern brush, and hue shift. OK. Okay, now we're going to back up, and we're going to select this, and we're going to hit the stroke and hit the half curve. Okay, and we're going to put the color in. You can have the same color in both if you want, or have a different color in one and the other. And you see how the little half circles are happen to be on the inside. That just that occurs from the direction that you started drawing in. Would have been the other way if I drew the comma the other way. But I can just take this and transform and reflect it, and you see it'll come this way this time. Okay, you can also go in here too and stretch to fit, add space to fit. You can change these too over here. Okay, now this is an edge, and you might want to just use it this way, which is good. Okay, you can take that and you can make another one here. And remember, with this edge, with this stroke, you can change the width of it. You can make the stroke larger, so you can fool around with it. Okay, so there's lots of things you can do. You can hit another one, but that doesn't look as nice. That does. Okay, and you could have this one over here, maybe we would like to put a pattern inside of this pattern. So we could take maybe something like this, Control C, Control V, and maybe just have a, okay, we'll have a, I have a little black here. I can drag and drop this in, and I could take this, maybe have this lighter color here, and I would go Control C, Control F to have one on top, and on the one on top I'll take off the stroke and I'll just put this pattern in. Okay, so I have this pattern in here. Now I'm going to make it a little smaller before I go in and I will group them. Okay. I won't be able to use this for a pattern. I'll show you. Try to drop it in, nothing. Try to drop it in, nothing. That's because I'm trying to put a pattern inside of a pattern. Okay, I would have to select the pattern part of it. Okay, this is the pattern part of it. I see it in the pattern. And I would have to expand it. Expand appearance and expand. Okay, once I do that, I can even change the color. Okay, at this point, I should be able to drop it in. But I'm going to see if I can go here and maybe change this edge to a red too. See, now my edge is a red and my inside is a kind of a cream color. So I'm going to take it and I'm going to see if I can drop it in. See, I dropped it in because I did expand appearance and expand. So I'll take this, I'll copy it, I will lock this and hide it and make a new layer, and then Control V. Now I'm going to look at the size of this. This is kind of big, so I'm going to make nothing more than an inch, so I'll do an inch here. Okay, so here I am, and then I go to Object and Pattern and Make. Okay, and I'm going to grab this little tiling, a pattern tile tool. I'm going to open it a little bit, and grab one of these and Control C, Control F, and move it up and rotate it. You have to make sure you get that symbol in the corner. Okay, so I'm going to make this one really simple with just two of these. Okay, it's kind of evenly spaced. So then I go save a copy. Okay, comma. Okay, and done. Kind of move this to the side. And pull it out. Okay, now it's saving the memory. Everything within this smaller box is the single repeat. Okay, so I'm going to go here and look on here. Okay, here's my path over here. That's in the back. I'm going to move this to the very back of everything here. Okay, so Control C, Control F, Control C, Control F. Put one in front of the group. I actually put it in front of the group. Second from the back, I'm looking for a color to put in. Okay, so I have a color in. Okay, this pattern inside, okay, is very detailed. So what we're going to do is, I've got the background color locked, the unstroke unfill path in the back locked, and the front crop square rectangle locked. And I'm going to select here, and I'm going to go to Object, Rasterize, and I want it 300 dpi resolution, transparent background, no anti-aliasing, and no clip mask. Okay. You can see here, you can see on your layer palette there's an image. See, there's an image there. Okay, so now I unlock and I grab things, and if you can't crop it, which I wasn't able to crop it, see, so Control Z, then go up and try to make a clip mask. There's a clip mask, and that's working for me. Okay, so now I'm going to back up, and I've got that clip mask. I'll put it up here, and I'll drop this in, and I've got it, and now I'll do a large in repeat, and here it is. So you've got it. What would you do if you were going to have this in a layout? You could have your single motif up in the corner. You'd have your single repeat with your height and width. You could take your in repeat, and you could, remember, you could do your distort and transform, zigzag edge, okay, size and ridges, and either smooth or pointy. Okay. You could always put a drop shadow on to make it look good. Okay, you could always show your print in repeat on an object. You could have it in repeat on a swatch here, and then you could also have it on a suggested end product. Again, your single repeat would have your width and your height, and you can easily adjust that on your transform palette. You would also add your color chips and your Pantone codes underneath, and you could put a title somewhere and have your name and the year and copyright and all rights reserved. So this kind of showed you how to make a little pattern brush and use it, and how to put a pattern within a pattern. Okay.